The show features adults using adult language and discussing mature topics. You have been warned. Hey everybody, sorry we're late, but hey, we're here. We made it.
Hi.
Welcome back to Ghosts of Saltmarsh, where you get to hear the rattling of the heater right next to me. When we last left off, the group had finally arrived at... everyone arrived at Firewatch Island, and you got attacked by this horrible creature the sailors call Rasp. And it did a good bit to the party. But after you guys had walloped on it for a bit, it retreated up to the bell tower at the top of the hermitage on this small island. And instead of letting it rest, and instead of going up there to try to deal with it personally, you guys decided to shoot spells up into the bell tower, successfully getting it out of there, and then shot at it as it flew away, defeating the legendary Rasp, who's plunged into the waters on the other side of the island. Then, the rest of you went into the hermitage, and you noticed that there was no one there. No bodies were there, but there was definitely blood and signs of battle that had happened throughout this hermitage. A lot of footprints that seemed to come in and out, like the ones that you guys saw at the shore that seemed to come in the water and out of the water. But the most peculiar ones, at least for Abby, being the cleric, she was thinking maybe it might be undead, because there's like a salt outline on the footprint marks. You guys went into the next room, which apparently looked like it was like the sleeping quarters. Like they were cells at one point, because this was a fortress before it was a hermitage. But it had been converted to the sleeping place for all the hermits here. And there were a bunch of rats. A bunch of rats. At first you guys tried to exterminate them, and eventually they overcame you with the power of numbers, and you retreated to the other side of the fortress, the other side of this room, and ended up back outside in the back of the island. Closing the door, you heard like a thud of a bunch of the rats hitting the door and hissing and then scurrying off and going whatnot. And that's where we left off. And let me describe your current area. Oh, sorry, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, I believe that Axel and Abby are holding the door closed, and Abby has a very high-level spirit guardians up if any creatures decide to get too close to the door.
That's right. Do you have them on the other side of the door?
Does that still require line of sight?
No, they're an aura around me, and they're like ethereal, I think, so they can go through barriers.
So yeah, they should be tearing shit up on the other side.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a few dex checks. A nat 20 and a nat 1, really? Okay, well, you hear a bunch of barking and hissing of the rats, and a bunch of ripping and tearing on the other side.
Yeah, it's a 15-foot radius.
Yeah, if you're just on this side of the door.
Their speed is halved, and it's actually wisdom saves, not dex saves.
Oh, then regardless, nat 1 and nat 20.
Yeah. Okay, want me to roll damage?
Sure. Yeah, I still have their health up.
Wow. 18 damage.
Okay.
I rolled a 7 and an 8 and a 1 and a 2.
So where did we get to this island from? Was it by the docks? I must have sneezed.
Yeah, on the map that I've given you guys on Discord.
Yeah, I have the map.
You guys came from the docks from the north, and before you even got to the guard area, that's when the bell exploded from last session.
And that big round tower, that's the bell tower?
Mm-hmm. And then you see that southernmost room, the big, really big southernmost room, that's where all the rats were. And you guys are at like the steps on the other side.
So we just straight exited the building.
Yeah, you went straight through the building. You can see the water out there. You look down below and you can see like a rowboat down at the bottom of the shore down here that seems to lead out there. And the water seems slightly calmer on that side because there's that like little pocket, that little peninsula of water whatever you call it, the bay of water, where the tide isn't getting there as much. And you can see like a dark object in the water that's roughly the size of what Rasp was in the water on this side. Also, a low, unfinished stone wall seen to your left encloses a broad, sandy yard abutting an open vista to the beach and sea. The small tower is accessible by the exterior stairs that rise against the hermitage's eastern wall. Several scrubby bushes stand in the north large oval pool at the center of this yard. So that big area to the east on the map is what I just described.
Okay, so that is a pool of water.
Mm-hmm. It's like a
that weirdly oval
backyard garden, essentially.
Okay. And is this funky ripple-looking thing supposed to be sand dunes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I was hoping that it was, and not like a crater, because that wouldn't make any sense.
For those of you wondering what we're looking at, it's the maps that you can get on D&D Beyond.
This is a D&D map, so logic does not necessarily have to apply, which is why I asked if it was a dune.
Yeah. You're pretty sure, or you're hoping, that these dunes aren't like the ones that you guys encountered on a previous island.
Yeah, I really hope they're not.
Yeah.
Although Josul is very untrustworthy of sand dunes now, so every time he sees one, he expects undead to burst forth from them.
Little post-traumatic stress trauma.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
I
Josul
want to
used to
climb
like
this
sand
dune
dunes.
so that
Now
I
he
can
absolutely
see
hates
more. Get ganked by skeletons.
them. Yeah.
If you want to see more around the island, I could pull another tree down.
Well, are there any trees in the area?
No, there's a tiny bush or two in the backyard.
I think honestly our better bet would be getting on top of the roof.
Those are trees, actually, that you see in on the easternmost part of the yard.
Yeah, they look like little bushes.
Yeah. Well, you said you wanted to check for Rasp. Can we get to that boat through those dunes?
Yeah.
I want to check.
Yeah, that's just a beach. It's not difficult terrain or anything.
Okay. I'm going to go check the boat. I want to see if it looks like anybody tried to escape and was prevented from doing so.
I'm
Okay.
gonna just
Get
get
ready
ready
to
to
roll
roll
this.
until the rats stop attacking.
I go with Abby because I'm afraid that some sea creatures are going to attack Abby next.
All right, you
I'm
go
gonna
down.
go with Abby
I don't know why
because
you'd
I
be
think
afraid
the
of
sand
that.
dune is going to try and stand up and attack us.
You go down a steep path that goes. It's only 10 feet drop, but it's a steep walkway that heads down there. I think you stop hard 79 for the follow.
Oh.
And you see the boat is pulled halfway up on the beach. The stern riding low in the water. And as you go to look inside, you can see that you notice that the hull is filled with several holes.
The hull of the ship?
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like...
It
What
does
does it
not-
look like they were made of? Like it just wore out? Or like it was damaged by a weapon or magic?
Give me an
Teeth.
intelligence check, and you can add your proficiency if you have like woodwork craftsmanship proficiencies.
Nope.
I doubt it.
I say that because it's like that's one of the few times that would be useful. So I gotta
I
have
have
it.
land vehicles. Yeah.
I got the 5.
So just an intelligence check then, Abby.
I got a 21.
All right, you don't know anything about boats, but you're pretty sure these boats, this boat was destroyed so it couldn't leave. it was sabotaged.
But do I have any indication of how it was destroyed?
It looks like maybe like axes or some kind of slashing weapons of some kind.
Okay.
Maybe
Okay.
not claws or teeth. You don't see anything like that stuck into it, but maybe like swords and axes or something.
Guys, I think there might be something more sinister here even than what I was expecting.
Why?
Can I point that out?
Using all of your tiny little halfling strength, if you flip over the boat,
I'll do that.
You
Tiny
notice-
halfling strength. I have a 15. I am a halfling with guns.
I know. I'm joking. You poof, push it over, and it looks like it was attacked from the bottom side.
Oh.
Hmm.
Do I know what kind of undead might be intelligent enough to use weapons?
Religion
Or
check.
that might use weapons? Because as far as I can remember, I feel like that's kind of rare. Oh boy, okay, hang on. 24.
You know that
This
Pretty-
dice is going
pretty
to
much-
betray me tonight.
pretty much any kind of undead can use weapons. Zombies and skeletons, some of the most basic of undead. Those that raise them can just give them a weapon, and they'll just swing it
Okay,
around.
so they'll just use whatever's in their hand.
So it could be literally any kind of undead if undead did this. There's no blood or anything else on this boat either.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking I'm thinking undead that came from under the water, perhaps drowned pirates or sailors.
About 30 feet out in the water, you see Rasp's body. And you'll only know it's Rasp because you can see the giant wing that's kind of like poking out of the water. And you notice it sinking a little bit. It's about
should we
30
get
feet
that?
out.
Should we go get that?
Why?
I mean, Axel had been interested in it.
Who's gonna go out there and drag that thing in there? It's as big as a moose.
Somebody come hold the door and I'll get him.
All right. Actually, no, I got it. I'm right here.
Oh,
And I'm fast as heck. I will do that.
I help Abby just in case Abby gets eaten by something.
All right,
I'm nervous that Abby's gonna get eaten.
so you both hop in the water to go retrieve it, right? His corpse?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
So as you go into the water, both of you are immediately impeded by difficult terrain as there's a bunch of nets down here.
Ah,
Like fishing nets?
Yeah, and the worst part of it is you see many dead humanoid bodies tied to these nets.
whoa,
And they
whoa,
seem to be tied
whoa.
that way so that way the bodies don't float back up. And you see 3 of these weird lobster aberration creatures, which you now know are called Chol, that are actually pulling on Rasp's corpse. And they seem to be nibbling on it. And you notice the underside of it, the feathers and stuff is gone. There's just blood. And their heads turn and look at you guys.
I elbow Abby and say, "See, you would have gotten eaten."
Hi.
And
So,
one of them like
for the
skitters
record-
towards you guys, and it like pinches its claws and stuff and looks at you guys with
For the
aggression.
record, I literally was
Yes.
about to say, it's not like every time that I do this, it's stupid, but I literally did just finish saying, I theorized that the monsters that killed all these people came from under the water, and then I immediately jumped into the water.
Mm-hmm. You did just do.
You're proficient.
So Abby yells, oh shit, and swallows a bunch of water, even though she can
You're-
breathe it.
You're
and surfaces
proficient
and
with
starts
medicine.
yelling.
You're proficient with medicine, right?
Yes.
Okay. You also
I'm a
notice
person.
that a lot of these dead corpses seem to have been stabbed and slashed that you think are the fatal wounds, but you notice quite a few of them look like they're partially eaten as well. Like maybe the Chol nommed on them a bit.
Now we know the name of it. Do we know how intelligent Chol are supposed to be?
And you just know that these weird, super smart alien creatures called aboleths use them as servants.
So maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna surface and start yelling, we have company, and I found a lot more dead bodies.
Called it.
I'm just
Do they
gonna
keep
throw
coming
water
Um,
on
for
single
Katie,
laser.
since you're staying under the water, 2 of
Yeah.
them like have hold of Rasp's body, and they look like they were like using their tentacles to like rip off parts of it and then like hold it in front of its chin and mouth. But when they see you two coming in the water and come after it, the one stands in front and has its claws up like this, and its tentacles wreathe aggressively, and it has its pinchers out, but it doesn't advance towards you. And the other two use their claws on Rasp's body, and the rest of you up on the surface see Rasp's wing that's kind of like floating there on the top, just go into the water. As Kade sees the trolls pull it into the water.
I point at the
Maybe
one.
we
That's,
should just let them have it.
I point at the one that's doing the claws, like looking intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
I give it like a, and I'm gonna follow Abby.
Give me a
so it'd be
just give me a charisma check. Neither of you can talk to each other, but it's more like body language.
Oh man. Charisma check, sure.
Let me check their stats, see how smart they are.
I got a 10. I mean, I'm sort of, like.
Okay.
Decent pantomiming.
Okay,
Not memorable,
it
but
doesn't
decent.
it doesn't advance towards you or change its behavior at all.
I'm gonna just swim back, like, just sort of like and upward. And when I surface, I'm gonna look over at Abby and be like, "We don't really need it. I think they got dibs first. We should just get out of the water and leave them alone."
That's fair.
Sounds like a plan to me.
I am really curious though about who tied those bodies down there.
Maybe them.
Whoever didn't want us
I
to
don't know.
find them.
Yeah, Abby, for the brief glimpses you did get to see them, it's definitely not like the bodies got tangled up in the ropes. It is definitely they were tied to the nets.
Yeah.
It sounds almost like
Did
you have
those?
it's like
did
a crab pot almost, where you put down bait and then the crabs come and they eat the meat and then they get stuck in the pot.
Did those trolls seem like their tentacle things were like small and dexterous enough to maybe tie a rope, or
No,
it was hard to tell?
no. Yeah, I highly doubt it was their doing.
I don't think they did that.
No,
I
somebody
think
else
there's
probably
something-
did that killed them.
There's something more sinister here. Either it's an intelligent undead, either it's a human that's controlling the undead, which is pretty terrible, or even worse, it's an intelligent undead, which is worse.
You know,
Well,
Definitely
this was a
worse.
shrine, right?
you know,
Perhaps the bodies were troll bait.
in
Maybe they
your
were trying to catch trolls.
in your
If
haste,
this was a holy site, maybe somebody evil just came this way to corrupt it.
in your haste of getting out of the water and getting away from them and stuff, I'm gonna do something really weird. Abby, roll the D10, and Katie, roll the D100 part, and tell me what your guys' total is.
And
Because I was gonna roll D100, but I'll have both of you roll the D100, essentially.
So I got an 8.
Okay.
So what's the first digit?
Hang on, here goes. 68.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that was almost really good.
Okay. Nothing happens then.
Oh, but
I do have a thing that I could do if we could convince that troll to let us close enough. Those
Why would
bodies
we want
had
to get close to it?
to find out answers. I have a spell where if I get an intact body, it needs to have like an intact head or jaw mainly.
All of them
I could
did.
ask it questions. We didn't find any bodies in the rest of the
you're
in the rest of this place.
we can go down, I think, and take something out of the net. I think as long as we stay away from the fresh kill and let them eat it, like just go and real
I'd say yeah, let's try that.
just stay chill, like don't make any sudden moves toward what they're eating right now, and they probably won't get too mad. And I mean, if they do, we just go, just swim back up.
Yeah,
That sounds like a plan. Do you need some help?
might be helpful for backup. I'm gonna pull out a
Alright.
dagger to assist in the cutting of them free.
I go down and help them loose a body from one of the closest nets.
I would like to use water
Actually-
whips and just cut the bodies free for them.
You can't really see them from here. You're above the water. And
Oh,
you're not
okay,
sure of the
well.
range and whatnot.
I was trying.
If
you want to go down there
we
and
want
do
to take
that,
a little extra
yeah.
time, I could maybe cast a ritual to talk to the troll if they're smart enough to know a language.
I mean, yeah, we could do that too, but I mean,
Well, they would understand me. I would understand them, but they wouldn't understand me potentially.
Yeah, maybe we don't then. I think that they're real territorial about what they were eating. I mean, they were acting a lot like some of the animals I know. And it's like,
Yeah.
Didn't we learn that one of those aboleth things normally controlled them? We saw one aboleth a while ways by the city. Now we're seeing these three things over here. Maybe safe to
Yeah.
assume they're all minions of the same ancient aboleth thing.
At-
I'd rather not run into one of those if we could avoid it.
At this point, any dark silhouette of Rasp's corpse that would be in the water is no longer visible. As you guys are up here debating on what to do next.
I do have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Would Axel's Chul mask, when worn, allow him to understand Chul's?
No, unfortunately.
Oh, shit.
might piss them off too.
There's a lot that would piss them off.
That'd be a cool thing to have, but that mask is straight up from 3rd edition, and it did not have that in the 3rd edition version, so...
It might be gone
It's-
now. They got their food. They might have swum away. We can just go get a body and be done with it.
Oh,
Yeah, let's go get a body.
oh, geez, thank you for the bits, Stop Hard 97.
Oh.
All right, let me see. Hmm. Three bodies get loose from the nets, and they just bloop, bloop, bloop. And one has a shirt on that says stop, another one has a shirt on that says hard, and the other one has like a tattoo that says 97 on it. I don't know, I tried.
Yeah, I guess let's drag them all in.
They're all
All right.
human,
Yep.
fairly fresh. They haven't super bloated yet from being underwater.
Can I tell what killed them?
Medicine check.
Can I assist and give her advantage?
Sure.
I would appreciate it.
Because
Oh.
I'm pretty good at knowing how things died.
Actually, I'm going to say one is a dwarf, one is a half-elf, and one is a human.
Because they're
So
all supposed to be hermits.
Mm-hmm.
18 medicine.
18 medicine. A lot of them look like they died from like a sword wound to the gut, or their throats were slit. Stuff like that.
Okay.
Stuff that would hint that they had died in their sleep or in a fight.
Hard to tell.
I mean, both of those things would kill you
Could
pretty
be
fast
both, to
if
be
you're
honest.
asleep.
True, but if there's a greater number of those that are suggested to be killed in their sleep, then somebody was going around sneaking through, and it was only until a later
Wait,
point.
did
that
we
they would-
see-
And unfortunately, you also learn that apparently these Chols, at least, seem to favor livers more than anything else because all their livers are gone. And it's-
Lovely.
and it's very clearly like something more savage than a blade went at it.
Oh no, they've got a more refined palate. They go for the good bits first.
Like fava beans. Anyway,
Okay. So we didn't find like their living quarters yet, have we?
you think you did. It was where all the rats were.
Did we notice any of the beds had a ton of blood on them?
The area was kind of a blood. You noticed that surprisingly there wasn't that much, but you noticed that the rats were covered in blood, and they were the initial ones you did find were like licking up the blood and stuff.
Gross. Okay, so I can ask each of these guys 5 questions. It takes me how many minutes to cast?
It's 10, isn't it?
How are we doing with those rats that were trying to follow us before we do this?
They don't seem like they're trying to get to you guys.
Oh, good. Okay.
Like
just
when
checking.
when you guys closed the door and you just like held them back for a bit, they gave up pretty quickly.
Good. Okay, so ritual casting adds 10 minutes to the casting time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it takes 10 minutes and 6 seconds to cast
Oh, okay.
because it's an action.
Oh, got it. I thought it was longer. That's kind of neat that it's not.
So if we sit down and take the 10 minutes, I can ask each of these guys 5 questions. I would presume, like, how did you die? Or rather, what killed you?
Maybe if we could get what killed
Or
them, we
who
would know
killed
whether
you?
or not it was done stealthily.
That's the thing, because I'm like, I only get so many questions, so I can't ask clarifying things. Because if they're like, what killed you? And they're like, a sword. Well, fucking clearly. But, you know, who was on the other end of it? So, like, who killed you? How long? I was going to ask how long have you been dead, but they wouldn't know that because they don't know the date.
Right.
Maybe what was the last day you were alive?
That's a good one. So what is the context that they can answer this in?
So they don't have to tell me the truth. If they want to lie to me, they can just not answer me.
And is it actually them answering or just the corpse?
It's like, so it doesn't actually return the soul, but it would know everything that the person knew in life. So it can't like learn anything new. So if I tell it the date, it's not going to understand what I'm saying.
Got it.
So, but it would know potentially, if it knew the date, it would know when it was last alive.
We should ask if there were multiple assailants. That way we know if it was a group of things that started this or one particularly horrible monster.
Yeah. Any other suggestions?
Anyone else have any other ideas on what we should ask them?
No, but I have a question. Are the rats still trying to beat the door down behind me?
Nope.
Okay, good. I can get off the door now. My legs were getting tired.
Especially
Okay,
after
so-
the guardian doggos were fending them off at the door, they definitely scattered after that.
Okay, cool. That's good to know.
Now I think about it, is that spell still on?
Huh? Speak with dead?
No, the spirit guardians.
Oh, yeah, no, it's probably gone by now. It lasts 10 minutes.
Okay.
And
You hear-
yeah, no, I don't have anything to
you
add
hear-
to the interrogation.
You hear, ooh, ooh, because they got like a deeper voice because they're roided out rat terrier dogs. As they just fade off.
Aw. Have to take that off.
Kind of just like lay down, put their head on their paws. You know, and then just fade off.
May have an addition to the questions to be asked.
Oh?
What were you fighting when you died?
I like that. A different posing of a similar question may result in a better answer. I like that.
Okay.
Since they're not prone to being honest, if we get 3 of them here,
Well, they're
we're
not.
likely to get...
It's not that they're prone
enough
to lying.
information
It
to-
just means that, like, if they recognize us as an enemy or they wouldn't trust us, like, they don't have to answer truthfully if they don't want to, basically.
Right. Well, there's 3 of them here, so maybe we'll get more...
Yeah. So I'm gonna sit down next to the human corpse and start casting. And start casting Speak with Dead.
Okay.
Pull out the like incense and everything, and
If you guys want, since this will take at least a half hour, did you guys want to, like everybody but Abby, take a short rest if needed?
well, it's a half an hour to do all of them.
Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying then you could
But we
spend
could do
another
that, yeah, if you
half
want.
hour. That's up to you
I
guys,
would
though.
totally be okay with that.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
This seems like a relatively safe spot. As long as you're not in the water.
Or in the building.
Well, I mean like this beach. Like your small beach that you're on. Alright, so you cast it, and as you finish casting it, you put your hand on their chest, on their breast. And as you do, Their chest expands and their mouth opens like they're taking a breath for the first time.
Who killed you?
Don't know. As they exhale, then inhale again.
I don't know that the other questions are that useful then after that. What was the last day you were alive?
They go to exhale, but they give you, I don't know Greyhawk calendar, but they give you literally like yesterday.
Oh boy.
Then,
Maybe a description of what may have attacked them, if that's possible.
Well, they said they don't know what killed them.
But they could describe what killed them.
Oh, or like, where were you when you died?
I'm going to look at the different
Because
areas.
that will answer the question of, like, were they killed in bed while they were sleeping? Were they fighting something and stabbed in the back? Or
Yeah, I'm going to check out the different areas. The library.
Ooh. Wait, haven't we been in the library before?
Mm-hmm.
That's where we found the book that mentioned Tamaret.
That's where you heard it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, GM question. What do we remember about Tamaret? What was the context of where we
Okay.
found that word?
There was a handwritten poem scrawled into an opening cover of a book. And the fragment that you saw said, "Beware the sea and its scarlet harbinger, beware the sword and death that await. For guidance we beseech almighty Stormlord," which you know is another name for Procan. "Consign to our foes Tamarat's fate." I'm going to copy-paste this in Zoom again. I'm pretty sure you
Tempted to
guys
ask about that
copied it.
creature Tamaret.
I'll post it in Twitch, because why
Okay.
not?
What is Tamaret's fate?
Tamarat was a boat.
Oh,
Pirates.
Pirates.
It barely mutters in the last part of its breath for that question. And that's 4.
okay.
now?
I have one more. Yeah. Any suggestions, guys?
No, I'm kidding. I always love when you guys cast Speak with Dead. Last time we did it was with the Dragon Turtle. That was great.
Oh God, that was fantastic and terrifying.
Ask it if it knows
Oh.
if there are any survivors.
Oh yeah.
Did anyone escape?
Did anyone escape before you died?
No. And then their head goes limp, and their chest this time completely deflates, and they go back to being just a normal dead body. Technically, you can just keep casting this over and over again on the same corpse, now I think about it.
Nope.
No?
No.
Once.
You can do it once, and then it can't be the target of the spell again for the next 10 days.
Oh, wow, okay.
So it's good for a DM to remember if somebody else already beat us to a corpse.
Because then you can't do it.
Yep.
That could be interesting.
Necromancers are jerks like that.
That would
Yeah.
that would answer questions on its own of like who else
Yeah, it
is
would.
looking at this. Anyway, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
You got 2 more. You got the half elf
okay,
and
yeah.
the dwarf.
Okay, so it told us that Tamaret's fate is a boat, and it just said pirates.
It was a
So,
boat that was probably sunk by pirates.
or is it a pirate boat?
Just all give me a history check. Actually, everybody history check. Why not? I think I had you guys do one before for this name, but now that you get that information, I'll let you reroll.
Yeah, that tracks for this landlubber. I got a 6.
Lucky 13.
No
I got
half,
a 7.
no halfling tavern tales about the Tamarat.
I'm
What did you get, Bryn?
19.
19.
Ooh.
Katie?
Lucky 13.
It's called.
12.
Did you? 12.
I was actually wondering that. I'm sorry.
Did you want to roll in this? You don't have to.
Well, the thing is, I'm not sure if I would have been around long enough to know of any type of history like that.
Roll for it.
You grew up in the equivalent of Sigil, so there's probably many pirate tales and whatnot that travel through the city.
From where I came from?
Yeah. The plane of water is where all water comes from. So all the oceans are connected to the plane of water.
Right, but I didn't think... Never mind. No, I didn't roll for it.
Okay. Bryn. Several years ago, you remember that there was a fearsome pirate named Sahuagin who sailed the sea above his war galley, the Tamarat. Sahuagin and his crew showed no mercy to those who crossed their path, killing the crews of those ships that fell prey to them. Sahuagin himself was a mighty sorcerer, and his crew was bloodthirsty and skilled at both sailing and killing. Worse still, Sahuagin claimed allegiance to Orcus, the demon lord of the undead. From what you know, he met his end over 10 years ago. No one knows exactly what happened, but they assume he got killed out at sea. Because no one found his boat or his crew or him.
Yeah. Okay, I will relay that information to the rest of the group. And say, I've always thought it was an old pirate tale, but seems
So what do I know of Orcus, the demon lord of the dead?
Arcana or religion checks.
What I got for that?
God, nugget balls.
Arcana.
No, I want to do
What?
good on this. I'm using lucky.
All right, Arcana or what?
Religion.
Religion.
Oh, they're the
He
same.
does have his own... Demon lords have their cults, so I would count that as a religion.
One more, 14 total.
11.
9.
I got 15.
I got worse. I used lucky and I got worse.
God, man. Actually, this makes the most sense that our guest would be getting these checks. For her background. What about Josul? It also makes sense if he did, if he
Oh,
made
okay.
it.
Yeah.
I get
12.
to choose which of them, so it's a 12.
Okay.
27.
Sekald actually knows the most, but I'll go in order from lowest to highest. So everyone who got the DC 10 knows that they're, you know what demon lords are. They're like the god equivalents of the lower evil planes where all devils and demons stuff come from. And they usually have some kind of specific theme. And all you really know is Orcus kind of has like this goat head, and he is usually the source of everything undead. All the crafts of necromancy and stuff that we know of as mortals come from him. The DC 15 check that Bryn and Sekald passed also know that pretty sure that he is the one that invented lichdom and is the one that spread it across the lands. And he's the one that gave the very infamous villain of Orth, Vecna, the power of lichdom thousands of years ago. Along with his lieutenant Azrak. And then Sekald, with going past the 20 check. also knows that Orcus has an alliance with the Kingdom of Ghouls in the Abyss, and there's a big ghoul kingdom down there and whatnot. And that Orcus just kind of hates everything. Not only does he hate living things, but he also kind of hates undead things, which kind of contradicts with what he does. But whatever. Oh, and you also know that he did die at one point, but he was like, yeah, no, my whole thing is undeath, so screw that.
I decide not to die. How do I earn that power, Scott? Can I get there?
That's at level 20.
To geek too hard here, and to do massive spoilers for March of the Modron, so everyone who doesn't want spoilers for that, you can cover your ears. Orcus died right before that module came out, and his spectral ghost version of himself went to Mechanus and took over Primus's spot. He killed Primus and took Primus's spot with the Modron. And he had the Modron march the multiverse to find his wand of Orcus, so he could resurrect himself. And depending on what adventurers did, he might have succeeded. But it's a big, there's I think it's 5 giant adventures all in one theme of the Modrons marching through the plains, and it's planescape stuff. And Sekald probably knows a little bit about that, but not really. Yeah, there's everyone's brain blasts on Orcus.
Cool.
Like Orcus.
Okay.
To sum it all up,
Remarkable
for the DC 5, he's bad news. No one wants to be with him, and you don't want to be with anyone who associates with him.
That's fair.
So, my theory that it's an intelligent undead is looking like it's more likely.
Not just intelligent. Spiteful.
All undead are spiteful?
More so than usual.
There are stories of some ghosts that are a little bit more tragic and tortured than truly malevolent, but most undead is evil because they're tortured by the fact that they can't go to the afterlife. Anyway. All right. So, but this guy didn't know what killed him. So he doesn't know for sure whether or not it was
So
undead.
he might have died in his sleep.
Well, no, he said he died in the library.
Still could have been asleep.
I mean, yeah, but if you're in the library, you're most likely not going to be asleep.
Well,
I don't know. I've spent many a day trying to study some books and then woken up from a surprise nap because I tried to read the word too many times and it made my brain heavy.
Well, let's get the same information from the next body and see where we line up.
Okay.
The dwarf or the half-elf?
Let's do the dwarf.
Okay.
Hopefully all these guys speak common. If they don't, do any of you guys know Dwarvish?
Not I.
Okay, let's go.
I speak Dwarvish.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Then I'm fairly certain he probably speaks common, but if he doesn't, then I may have to translate through you.
Okay, I sit down next to Abby.
Pull out another stick of incense, do the whole thing over again.
Okay.
Cast it. Okay, that never gets less scary. Who killed you?
Undead.
Oh, okay, well, this guy knows more.
More what killed you instead of who?
Well, that's
Maybe
why I
he didn't
said
get their
who.
name.
I like Sekald's backseat speaking with Dead. He's got some good questions. No, it's good. You have
Awesome.
better
It's
questions.
awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if we're like, who killed you? Well, I don't know his name. He's just a pirate. It's the same
Well,
theory.
the question would be
Well-
describe who killed you.
If you say who, then yeah, you get a pirate. If
Well-
you say what killed you, then you could get something like undead pirate. That's just my thinking, but I'll show.
Well, I would. Well, okay. Does he look like he's about the same freshness as the human was?
You notice that a big chunk of her neck, is missing. And that she has like what looks like a barnacle growing on part of her head.
What was the last day you were alive?
Gives you the same thing as the other guy yesterday.
Okay. Where were you when you died?
Sorry, I'm looking through the different areas of the building. The kitchen.
Kitchen.
Hmm.
And we've been into the kitchen as well, haven't we?
I think so.
Yeah. Was it the kitchen that was wrecked to shit? No, that was the library.
Yeah, no, the kitchen was
I
wrecked.
don't know.
Super wrecked. You went in the entryway, and then you went into the main area where there was the balcony and stuff. That area was wrecked. And then you opened, the first door you opened was the kitchen, and the kitchen was wrecked.
What did the undead look like?
Like you. No, I'm kidding.
I would be absolutely horrified.
I honestly thought you were about to say like me and just be a dick about it.
And then Abby turns around, there's like a zombie Abby and just grabs her. Oh, no, that's a horror movie. But anyway.
Be hilarious if she's like him, and then the other body gets up.
Yeah.
Tattered ropes. What? Gray skin. Barnacles. Growing.
Hmm.
Blue pus.
Ew.
You're to say specific?
Bryn, didn't you say that pirate ship that sank was a sorcerer captain?
Believe I did.
We might have our undead.
Based on that description, does that sound like any specific kind of undead?
Not any that you have heard of.
Gray skin, barnacles, and blue pus? I mean, like,
Disgusting.
The
all of that could
captain-
just be any dead body that's been in the water.
You can roll
Or
at
maybe the
Arcana if you
captain of
want,
the
but
demon
or religion. I mean,
ship came back.
I'll tell you ahead of time. You would not know what this is, but this would maybe could help a little bit on this check.
18.
No idea.
You were thinking maybe maybe zombies, but with everything that you guys have learned about the background of whatever these attackers were and stuff, you were thinking maybe not. Maybe something different than zombies, like a variant, maybe.
What was that?
Maybe a variant of some kind. Who knows? Maybe it's some kind of weird like underwater ghoul. You just you can't really pin it down from that description. Because if they're undead, barnacles could still technically grow in them. So
Yeah.
the barnacles, you're not sure if they are part of the undeadiness or if that's just nature trying to fight back.
Okay, guys, I have one more question. I could ask how many there were, or I could ask, like, what other abilities did the undead have? That might give us more clues into what they are.
Yeah, did they use any magic? Or just weapons?
Yeah, like, okay. What powers did the undead display? Just weaponry or magic?
Double checking things.
Mm-hmm.
Came out of nowhere. Some with blades, some with hands. All brought death.
All undead.
All brought death. Sorry, I was trying to last breath. Kind of thing.
Yeah, no, that was good. That's cool. That's the last question too. Oh, I'd be spooked.
Okay. I love me some horror. Anyway.
I'm a little spooked too.
Okay, so I don't think in that case that it was actually what's his name? Cyrgol that killed this guy. Because if it was a sorcerer undead, probably would have used magic. And though it did say they came out of nowhere.
But still have used magic.
Yeah, or it could just be that they're quiet. I mean, they were in the kitchen, and the kitchen doesn't really have line of sight. So if they had their back to the door,
Hmm.
I wish Speak of Dead could work the same way as how media describes mediums doing it, where they touch a dead body and they get the vision of their last moments. That'd be cool to have.
You could make it work that way, Scotty.
I know I could, but I haven't, so I'm sticking with what I got.
or like a new spell.
Yeah.
Okay, so any ideas for the last individual?
Hmm.
The half-elf.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe don't ask how he died because we know how he died.
That's true, yeah.
I don't have to know
did.
how. We kind of know who did it at this point, so we don't even know who or how. We know when. It was yesterday.
Maybe why?
We know where for the
Yes.
most part.
Perhaps we should ask someone if they know anything secret or special about this island, like why it might be a target for undead.
Ooh, wait. Did they live here or do we know
Jest.
that?
Jest.
They lived here. Okay. Well, are we
We
sure?
don't though.
Axel,
Like,
Well, we don't.
Well, if they were
we-
in the kitchen and they were in the library, they probably lived here.
Axel, since you have the highest passive perception, you're the one that notices this. While you guys are on the beach and you're talking with the dead bodies and whatnot, you do notice flying by is a seagull. That's no big deal. Whatever, seagull. But you notice that this same seagull perched itself up on what's left of the bell tower, and it was watching you guys. And when it noticed you watching it you looked up at it, it flew off and left the island.
I would like to remark what direction it flies in.
Starts going east, but then it veers off towards the north. And you notice that it looked like a very old seagull. A lot of its feathers were missing and stuff. A beak was chipped. No.
it's not blue in any way, right?
No.
So it started off east and then it veered east to the north.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Probably to catch the current of the wind.
that does cause me some great concern. Who else do we know that is obsessed with the color blue?
No, there was no blue. It's okay.
No, but I just realized blue pus, blue skin,
Oh,
It was gray
Bluish
skin.
gray skin.
bluish.
It was
gray
gray
skin.
skin.
I mean, in fairness, that's
pus.
literally what happens to dead bodies.
Yeah,
I was not aware of the pus, but okay.
Not the pus so much. That's an unusual tick, but the blue-gray
That
skin
could
is
also
pretty
just-
normal.
it could also just be an infection. Rot
As
does strange things to
as
bodies.
as this dwarf deflates, so to speak, the barnacle on it, a little bit of blue ooze comes out of it.
Ooh. I think we should perhaps burn these bodies.
Yeah, or definitely, I would like to put a
I
blessing
will-
on them before we.
I was going to say is I will was going to just take them over and drag them to the side once you're done interrogating them and firebolt them until they're gone.
We should build a pyre for them, give them a proper funeral, but
They're soaking wet. You'd have to dry them out first.
Fine. While you're doing that, then I'll go ahead and take an hour to spend time casting ceremony, to prevent one of them from becoming undead.
Couldn't I use prestidigitation to draw them out?
Yes.
Potentially, yeah.
There you go.
Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
question number 1. What are the secrets of this island?
Are there any hidden treasures here that would cause people to want anything from this place?
Or secret chambers with items or religious paraphernalia.
Okay, so
Right.
are there any secrets, or no, it would be were there any secrets here?
Were your killers looking for something?
Yes.
What were your killers looking for? Maybe more.
Hmm.
Yeah. What were what were your killers
Well,
looking for?
Would they even have an inclination to that?
I mean,
don't
in the
know
middle
They
of
would
a
just
gunfight.
say, I don't know.
tell me where this is, or I'll kill you. I don't know where it is.
Well, they may not even go that far. If you know what you're looking for to come to an island to slaughter a people, you just slaughter them and find what you're looking for.
Yeah,
Well, not
if they have it
necessarily if it's hidden.
Hmm.
Yeah, like Abby said, it could be hidden.
With the amount
Or
of
like
rats that
maybe
have
they
been
were just
here.
here to torture people. Okay, so were there any secrets here that would lure undead here? What were your killers looking for?
Okay, let's ask these one at a time. So what was the first one again?
Okay, yeah. Cast a spell. What were your killers looking for?
Us.
Did he say us?
I think he said us.
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay, all right. That's question number 2. Why were they looking for you?
I don't know.
So frustrating talking to dead people. So they were looking for these people. It's okay, Sekald.
Were there any secrets that would lure undead here?
If I can throw in some input, well, I'll wait for you.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Go ahead. Before I answer.
I was just going to say, were they guarding anything here?
Okay, maybe for the next question. But the first question was like,
Yeah.
was there anything that they would be looking,
Yeah.
hiding here or stuff?
Were there any secrets that would lure undead here?
No. But we bricked up a door. First floor.
Didn't we see that?
Yes. There was part of the wall that was bricked.
So
Have we broken that down yet?
Nope.
Not yet.
Oh,
no, 'cause
You were
we
debating
had
it,
rats.
but you didn't.
I
Then
know
you
what I'm
know.
going to do.
Rats.
What's
Um,
behind the door?
Maybe they like literally came for these people, like since they're undead that killed them. I mean, this just now that these people are dead, they can become more undead. Maybe somebody's building an army of undead.
If they were going to build an army, why would they leave the corpses tied up in the middle of the shoreline for the Chuli?
Well, I mean, I don't know much
All of
about
them
like
came from
bringing
the
them
sea.
back,
Well,
but
hold up. What's behind the door?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm looking.
Oh, okay.
well,
Because they would know, I
what if-
just want to make sure I
Yeah.
get it right.
what if they, the undead killed them and now they're just like keeping them here till the guy that can, because it takes like special magic to like make more undead. So maybe the
And
guy,
these guys were never undead. If they were undead, the spell wouldn't work.
right? So somebody might be coming back to like collect.
Well, if you're looking to make an army, a dead body is a commodity. It would be traded just like anything else. It could be used in a specific way too. Maybe they need to condition the bodies for the spell in some way.
There we go. It's where we put our trash.
Did he say trash?
Did he? I think he did.
If you're gonna hide something somebody else may be coming for, a
man's
very good place would
trash?
be to throw it in the trash.
One man's trash and it's another man's treasure, my mom used to say.
I guess that explains the rats.
I don't know how to ask this in a way that's not going to be like, what's in the trash? Trash.
For this small of an island, there's an exceedingly large amount of rats here.
Yes, I feel
Maybe
like perhaps we're
ask
going to have to go
why
dumpster
they
diving.
bricked it up.
Maybe. Could be the rats were nesting there. And the amount of trash in the place was what's
Why
been keeping
brick
them
up
alive.
a trash heap?
That
It
doesn't make sense.
stinks.
That's true. I like the fact that this person doesn't lie.
There's that monkey paw for you.
I mean, there could be a reason why it stinks, obviously. Besides
I mean,
the
it's
fact that
trash.
Besides the fact that
Yeah.
it's trash, like maybe they threw dead bodies in there or something.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, that would explain the exceedingly large
I mean,
amount
the
of
undead
rats
had to come from
bursting
somewhere.
through
But
the
it said-
floors.
How many questions are left?
I'm out.
Oh.
That was the last one.
Oh, wow, okay.
That's why I cracked up.
That's really funny. All right, well, after that, you guys take a short rest, right? Yeah. So, short rest stuff.
I meditate for 30 minutes.
Hmm.
I like inspect where the blue pus was coming out in that one person's body.
Yep.
And see like
It was like on their
would
cheek.
Okay. Would I think that it would be like? Does it look like it's like a blood substance? Like if I were to cut like their arm open, blood, there would be more blue.
I have a medicine
Give
kit
me-
if you wanna.
Just a moment.
You want to poke at some?
Okay, give me a
I
medicine.
gotta use the little merchant's room.
Okay, give me like a medicine check. What?
Abby will help to give you advantage.
But this is definitely.
If Scott will allow it.
Yeah, yeah. This is definitely like a pimple pus kind of stuff, but it's blue.
I mean,
I'm just imagining you're doing like Dr. Pimple Popper, but like
ugh.
on an undead.
Yeah, and it's a barnacle. It's not a pimple. So like on the inside of the barnacle.
Ew.
Yeah, it's really gross. 19.
Yeah.
Callie's regret.
Great. Real Callie.
You've never seen a disease like this before,
Mhm.
but it's definitely some kind of disease. Really gross. You definitely don't touch your face for a while after this.
No, I'm not I'm washing my hands in the salt water, I guess. 'cause I don't
have-
wanna clean-
Anybody got prestidigitation? Prestidigitation over here. Oh,
Yes.
clean.
I think
that.
I do. Yes.
Clean that. Ew.
Also, I have disinfectant in the medical kit. Let's use that too, just to be
Yeah.
safe.
Yes, please. What
I have water jet, but it might be overkill.
But I believe with that medicine check that the disease happened before they died.
Yes.
There's something on this island.
But this is the only person that had it, and no one else had it.
That I know of, because they had the only one that had the barnacle.
Wait, but it was the barnacle that has the disease, right?
That could be it, yeah.
Well, so what happens if you remove the barnacle? Just cut it off.
Well, I mean, like the guy's dead. It's not gonna make much of a difference now. But what I'm
But
wondering is if it's something in the
perhaps-
water.
If you cut the barnacle off, maybe he will not become undead anymore. Like maybe the infection spreads from the barnacle, so you got to remove it to keep it from taking root.
Aren't you burning the bodies?
Yeah, we're gonna.
Well,
Give 'em
yes,
a
but we're
proper
talking
burial
about the rest of
anyway,
this
well,
the
but
process here, right? We're discussing what normally happens if we do not burn the bodies.
I
Of course,
don't
we're going to
know.
burn the bodies, but we got to talk
The
about
thing
how
is-
it works.
The thing is I don't know how it works because, like, normally for like normal zombies, some cleric or some wizards, I think maybe, cast a spell, and it becomes a zombie.
You would know.
Here, I can settle this very quickly. I'm gonna just use
Ab-
my divine sense. Do
ab-
they ping off of my divine sense?
No.
Well, they're not undead.
We don't know. I mean, like they could be.
No,
like,
the
just
spell
dormant.
would not work if they're not if they are not undead.
Oh well, okay. Never
It doesn't. It doesn't
Yeah,
ping.
the spell doesn't work on undead.
I like your idea. It does not ping off the barnacle or anything. But Abby, because you're a cleric, I would definitely say you would know that undead are created using negative energy from the negative energy plane, aka like Shadowfell, dark, evil, death magic gets put into the body and reanimates it. So that's how most undead are made, especially zombies and skeletons.
Yeah, it's usually like an action. It's not like a slow burn. It's
Yeah,
usually
it's not
a
it's
triggered thing.
it's usually not a disease.
Now there are some creatures I think that might be able to make you an undead if they kill you.
Mm-hmm.
but
Like
that's a little
vampires.
different.
Hey, kitty, kitty.
Okay, so I
There
think
you
we
are.
need to
Hello.
explore the rest of the build of the
Snake.
hermitage.
Okay.
Oh no,
And
it's a marmalade viper.
maybe break down the door that hides the trash heap.
Yeah, I will go get to work on breaking down the door. I think.
I'll
Well,
say
let's make sure we're all rested first, but then yeah.
I'd say this time it's around 10-ish in the morning. It's getting later in the morning. But it's definitely been
I mean, I'm
morning.
still-
You guys have had a pretty eventful morning.
I'm okay though. Like I feel fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, do you guys head back to that room? Because that was like the main entryway, and then there was a hallway, and that hallway had the brick wall spot. Oh yes, I'm hydrating. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes,
let's
good.
let's do it, I guess.
Wait 1 second.
Oh.
Axel,
Eh?
will you have to burn some type of spell slot to try and break down the door?
No, I mean I've got a big old hammer. I can just hit it a bunch.
I can save you some time there.
Oh, okay.
Let me know when we get to the door, please.
Before we go in, Abby's gonna say a quick prayer over the corpses.
Over the pile of burned bodies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before he burns them, but yeah.
Well, yeah, no, like
If
he'll
you-
offer up a benediction of the ocean as well.
I will ask, since that rowboat's right there, would you like, since it's definitely not going to be usable anytime soon, it would take some massive repairs to make it float.
Oh yeah, let's use
Do
that.
you just use that wood as kindling and just make like a
Yeah,
bonfire?
we can pile
Yeah.
the bodies inside the boat and then just light the boat
Yeah, drag it on shore and do that.
Okay.
like a dry Viking funeral.
Yeah, I was about to say, you get the Viking funeral where you make like the wood bed and it's on top.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have like a free lantern, Katie? Do you want to put some lantern oil on this?
Sure. I go into my little bag of holding and I
3 lanterns
out-
fall out.
and I kind of like I take the oil out of one of them that's got the most.
Okay.
Okay.
The bottom of that bag is covered in so much oil, I'm sure.
No, it can't. It's a bag of holding. So there's somewhere inside where there's a dimensional space that's just full of oil. So at some point I can
But
just
you
think,
can turn it inside out and everything will
or I
come
could
out.
just think lantern
I don't
oil.
think that's how it works.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was the handy haversack where you can name stuff. The bag is just it's a
You can
bag
still
that's
tip
too
it out.
big.
But what
You
I'm
can still tip it out.
What I'm
and
saying
everything
is, if
takes-
she turns her bag of holding inside out, literally everything comes out.
We go from ideally burning corpses to discussing the physics of a bag of holding. I love this group.
Bag of holding's a classic weird phenomenon.
Mm-hmm.
But
so easy
anyway,
to break.
yep. Anyway, so you guys have the 3 bodies there, and they're burning.
Whoosh. I will never get used to the smell of burning land dweller.
And by the time your short rest is done, the fire's still going pretty good. Because it's only been like a
Yeah.
half hour.
Did any of those fishing nets we saw where the bodies came from have fish in it?
Not
Even if they were
intentionally.
dead.
Not intentionally, no. There might have been like a fish or two that looked like they were going to go nibble over, but the troll were like, "No, our food." And swim away.
So it didn't look like any of them were like filled with fish from having been caught.
You pop your head down
Corpses.
and you look at them. It looks like they are nets for fishing, but they are not being used for that. They're used for holding these dead bodies.
Okay.
Very clearly have like rocks weighing them down, like somebody purposely set this up.
Okay.
Something
How
with
many
intelligence.
bodies are down here?
10 more bodies.
Oh,
10
Lord.
more. Okay.
Mhm.
We'll come back.
Well, I
for
come back
them.
up and I go, well, as beautiful as that was, there's still 10 more people sunk down there.
And you can
Yeah,
see
we'll-
you
we'll
can
come
see
back for
about
them.
100 feet. No, you can't even see them. Never mind. So your underwater visibility is check.
Why don't we just explore what we can from this place and then burn them with the building?
You do hear crunchy
I
noises
don't know that it's
underwater
necessary to
of
burn
the
building, but
troll
yeah.
eating the corpse of Rasp without like bones and stuff.
Okay, yeah, let's go break it down a trash door.
Uh-huh. Well, at least they were trying to
Everyone-
eat the thing and not trying to resurrect him.
Everyone be
That's
prepared
fair.
to fight more rats.
Oh, are you kidding?
Oh no, not rats. Wait,
You do notice as you head up the steep slope, 10 feet elevation back up towards the Hermitage, that there is the gardens through the wall opening that you have in the back here that you guys can go into.
Let's go check out the garden.
Yeah, let's go through there because we haven't been through this side of the Hermitage, have we?
No, not yet.
Hmm.
Is the term hermitage where the word hermit originated from?
I think they have the same root. Like
They're the same route.
basically, it's a place of seclusion, right?
Yes.
So the other way. Okay.
Usually,
Sorry.
like, I think monasteries and stuff, kind of that way, monks or hermits in a way. They try to be purposely secluded so they can be closer to God, you know, that kind of thing.
Or just
Um,
far away from people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys head into that area. Let me describe. I already described it to you. It's got that pool and a garden and stuff in there. It's the yard, and there's a few trees and whatnot. A breeze goes by. It's kind of breezy here.
What's that pool? Is it like a man-made lake or
It's-
like a small pond?
definitely a
or
small
like
little pond.
fountain?
And you can see something floating in it.
I was just about to ask if there was anything in it.
Something small.
Go.
As you all advance into there, the wind starts to pick up a little bit more. And
wicked this way.
Josul,
I'm standing right here, Katie.
Josul,
Okay.
the wind twirls around Josul, and Josul takes 10 bludgeoning damage as we roll initiative.
Jesus.
Cool.
So you pissed off the wind. Don't do that.
Well, they wouldn't be the first time that's happened.
Do you remember the time I pissed off the wind? Remember the time where we first died?
I got awful.
I'm in
Actually,
a very
no, I got
singy
pretty good
mood,
for
I'm
me.
sorry.
Is it?
I got
are we gonna have a
13.
simple episode.
Hey. What are you doing?
Hmm.
You being ornery? Yeah, you're
You
being
look
ornery.
so ashamed.
He's
like
he's
father.
more annoyed. He's like, "Why are you holding me? Leave me alone.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
I want to sit in your lap, but I don't want you to carry me." Sorry. Abby got a 13.
Yeah.
Okay. Axel, what'd you get?
Axel, I forgot to roll.
Forgot to toll. I couldn't
Nat
pronounce that right,
1.
never mind.
Oh.
So what's your total? 1.
Yeah.
Okay. I
I
just gotta make sure.
apologize.
At least you're not me. If it was me, it would have been at 0.
I think my bad joke cursed his roll. I am so sorry, Jesse.
Josul, what'd you get?
14.
Ooh, okay. It's cold.
My dice have not been kind to me tonight. It's okay though. I'm burning it all on skill roll, so hopefully, if there's any fighting, I'll actually have used up my bad luck.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sekald?
Who?
What, 2?
No, who?
Oh, ooh.
All I
Oh,
heard you
who is
say
what you
was
said.
old.
Oh, I said Sekald.
I did not hear that. No.
And I meant Sekald, so I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I didn't know who the. Yeah, I didn't know what you said.
I got a 24.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Did you roll a nat 20?
No, I rolled a 19.
Oh no,
Holy
my friend's being attacked by wind. Damn you, wind! Punch.
God damn the wind!
Damn you, wind.
Got a 17.
Yeah.
17.
Nice.
And then what did our wizard get?
Thank you for listening the first time. It was a 9.
Okay. I couldn't hear it. I'm sorry.
No, that's the
9?
point I was trying to make fun of. I couldn't
Oh.
hear you when you were listening to me.
Okay.
You couldn't hear me.
Wow. Okay, this is gonna suck. I mean, this is fine.
Oh no, why? Why you gotta say it like that?
Because I have a horrible poker face slash
Because
mouth.
if he said it blows, he may be making a really bad wind pun.
You're gonna hate me for it, but you get an
I like-
inspiration point for that.
Yay.
If you don't have one already.
The punspiration point. How I've missed thee.
I
Um,
honestly think those are the only kind I get.
And I would say, right before initiative starts, popping out of the water are 2 ladies that have like their hairs over their faces, bluish skin,
Ugh.
webbed
Oh.
hands.
No.
As it's
More
Katie's turn,
hags.
and they are.
Oh, great.
They are. Let's see, how far away would they be from you right now? 1, 2.
So they're not ladies of the lake, so I guess we don't expect a sword out of this, right?
No, unfortunately,
No,
not.
you- Probably
the
not.
sword goes more in these ladies.
They vary
Crazy.
between 40 to 50 feet away from you guys right now. As Katie goes first.
Great. 40 to 50 feet away.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing in between you and them.
Great. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then I summon right in front of them. Bloop. Couple octopus, giant octopi. Boop, boop.
Yay!
Pop into view right in front of them and are gonna attack them.
Ow! They look at them with
Yeah.
intrigue.
Oh no!
Tentacle attacks.
More like
Right.
calamari.
The
Hold on.
octopus. Oh wait, never mind. Go ahead.
All right. So the first one will attack the one on the left.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 23 to hit.
Yep.
That's going to. Yeah. Ooh. That's 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, okay.
If the target is a creature, it is then grappled.
Yep, they are grappled. And she's like, "Oh, you
so
should
they're
take me out to dinner first."
And they're restrained.
Ooh,
So,
tight.
but
I forgot how you play hags.
and
They're supposed to
then
be
the other
creepy
one
and
will
weird.
attack.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's a 24 to hit.
Okay.
So close to a critical. Not as good on damage. That's 6 points of damage, but that one is also grappled and restrained.
Wait, do they have to make checks, or their checks are to escape? I think.
So
If I
they're
remember right.
grappled on the attack.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
then
that's
when
what
it
it was.
comes to wanting to get out, I have an escape DC for them.
Yeah. Okay. I was trying to remember. All right.
So that's my casting is an action. That's their turns. Just gonna avoid the wind. 'Cause I don't know what's up with that, but I'm just gonna kind of try to stay away from that.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know. The wind just punched
you-
your soul, so I'm
are
just
you,
gonna
like,
try to stay.
Are you like moving away?
I think he's asking, are you just moving movement or are you using Step of the Wind?
Well, was the wind itself close to me? Am I close to Josul in that
Well,
moment?
everybody was kind of next to each other.
All right, I'll just stay where I am. I guess the wind could be just about anywhere at this point too. So
Yeah, it's blowing around everywhere
All
where
right.
you guys are at. So. It's
great. All right, yep. I'm just gonna concentrate on keeping my octopus in the fight here.
Okay, up next is our Bryn.
Know what to do. No idea.
Josul's almost kind of being lifted up in the, getting lifted up in the air and almost being like crushed by the wind, which is what the damage was.
Okay. Is he? I mean, is he still in the air?
He's technically not grappled or anything. I'm just describing how the damage would have been inflicted.
I think this is a bad idea, but hang on a second. I'm a rogue. I forget I have things I can do.
You have many allies within 5 feet.
Yes. But
I know yours is cute.
Am I engaged with the wind?
Are you? That's up to you.
Did it buy you dinner first?
He hasn't bought me a ring yet, so I don't know.
Oh boy.
God dang it. Alright. No, I'm gonna go after the ladies.
Alright.
As you
go after the ladies, the wind swipes at you.
I
Let's
think
see.
it's jealous.
19 to hit.
Yeah.
Alright. You take 10
Not worried about
slashing
it.
damage to your back as you're running away from that area. No one sees anything. No one sees this wind, but you definitely feel it sharply cut you like claws.
Remember that as a rogue, I think you're high enough level to use your reaction to have the damage using uncanny dodge.
Uncanny dodge, but that just took away the. I mean, how many times can I use uncanny dodge?
Every turn.
Every
Every
round.
round.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, every turn you get one reaction. So
Yeah,
Okay.
So when your turn starts, your reaction comes back. So
Okay. Thank you for teaching me stuff.
Yep, uncanny
then I
dodge
guess
is nice.
I guess I will uncanny dodge that, so I would only take 5?
Mm-hmm. Because it was going to be
Okay.
10.
Okay. So I'm still the temporary hit points, but I will go to the ladies.
Okay.
Um,
Ladies.
you have
Ladies.
advantage
What?
because the octopi are restraining them.
Yes.
okay. I
As you move up to the pond, I'm assuming you're using your bonus action to do the rogue thing, where you can dash so you can get up to them, because they were
Yes.
pretty far away. You get up to the
Yes.
pond, and that they're in, and you see upside down. I'm very sorry, but it looks like a tiny little turtle duck upside down dead.
No, why would you do that?
now they have to die.
Because they're
Well,
hags.
It's either them or us.
Well, yeah, they were gonna die anyway, but even more so now.
That's mean.
Was an innocent turtle duck.
Ooh, I can use a catapult spell on the turtle, can I?
What is wrong? Why would you do
Why?
this to me?
Why?
Wow. Okay, I'm just gonna attack. The octopuses are my allies, right?
Yeah.
And they're
Okay.
restraining them so that you have advantage. So you'd get your sneak attack on one of these attacks if you hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
You get advantage. You
good.
get advantage in 2 different ways, I guess, or your sneak attack in 2 different ways. Both advantage
Okay.
and ally within 5 feet.
Okay. So with I forgot which one I was doing. Okay. Yeah. So with the rapier, it's a 24 to hit. Does that hit?
24 definitely hits. Yeah.
Okay. So calculator.
Did you roll 2d20s?
Oh,
You have advantage. Yeah.
Because you could crit.
I didn't crit.
Okay.
Not too lucky this time.
You know what? Actually, since you're getting all up in their face, after you
Yeah.
calculate their damage, give me a wisdom save.
Okay, 29 and
Ow, that hurts. Okay.
wisdom save 11.
That's a power score.
Eh.
As you see the ugliest lady you've ever seen. As you stab her and it reveals her hair moves out of the way and you see her face.
Ugh.
She looks like a lady mixed with a piranha fish face.
Good feeling gone.
Yep.
Gross.
But you
Okay.
stab her, and I like to think you like stabbed under the ribs and then went like upwards. So, because that was a lot of damage. She's really hurt. She spits up blood into your face. Black blood hits your face.
I do turn around and say, the wind bites. Don't do anything drastic. I don't know.
And fire burns. Shit, nobody got the fifth element joke. Never mind.
Rain falls. No, I got you.
No, I
I've
got it.
never seen Fifth Element.
What?
Scotty,
It's
what have you done?
amazing.
We're,
Guys, help
it's
this
it's
forward.
on our list.
It's on the list.
We have a huge list.
All right.
That was the
on the list.
reaction I was expecting when I told you guys I haven't watched the other movie.
What? No, I'm kidding. All right, anyway, you say the wind bites, and the other hag, who's Stein, says, "Yes, it does." Ooh, watch that tentacle. And is that your turn?
Yes, because I did use my bonus action to dash. So yes.
Okay. They're both going to try to break free. This is athletics or acrobatics, right?
Yeah, they choose either or, and I have a DC. Let me go back to that page.
Well, they don't have anything in either, so. Nat 20 on the super injured one.
Okay, well that one definitely breaks the grapple.
So I like to think it was just an adrenaline rush from getting stabbed really bad. And the second one got a 10.
That one was still grappled.
Okay. And that was their action to do that, if I remember right.
I believe so, yep.
Okay. So that's their turns. However, Josul, the wind continues to bite.
Against the wind. Souls fighting against the wind.
Okay,
I have
I'm
no idea.
pretty
what's
sure the first one misses.
I think it's hitting you.
The
like a
first
hurricane.
wind.
First wind
There's
misses.
two winds over here.
The six-
I can't
does the
see
16?
anything, It's just wind.
Does a 16 hit?
I am the equivalent of a barn. It's very easy to hit me. 16 does hit.
Okay.
I'm born in a windstorm, no!
You take a bunch of cuts appear on Josul's body as you take 10 slashing damage, and the wind seems to disappear off of you. And suddenly,
So the
Bryn,
wind is gone after I've.
yeah, and you all feel like the gust of wind move towards the two hags, and Bryn,
Oh, no.
the area around you is all windy.
Oh.
This creature has my favorite artwork of all time. But, alright, so, that was their turns. After them, it is Josul.
All right. Well, now that the invisible stalker's gone, I think I'm gonna try and kill the hags.
Oh, spoilers.
Yeah, sorry. I've played too much Baldur's Gate. You can't get me with invisible stalkers.
Cat knows why it's my
Can't
favorite
get me with Invisible
artwork.
stalkers at all. I do love the artwork for Invisible Stalker, though.
In,
I will-
in second edition, it's just a blank spot in the portrait for the invisible stalker.
It's just-
They
it's
credited 3
Invisible
different
Stalker,
artists
nothing
for
else.
it.
That's like that guy that made a composition. It's like it's like 4 minutes 33 seconds, and it was just silence the entire
Yeah,
time.
right.
Also, the classic, like, oh, I drew a polar bear in a blizzard.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Here's the inside of an elephant. It's
Right.
dark.
Pretty much.
But
yeah.
right, Josul.
Trixie.
I have some trixes.
Oh, Trixie. I've got a Trixie.
Fixes, filters, hobbitses.
No, kitty
I
cat.
was oh, okay. I was so disappointed. I thought you were gonna grab the cat, and then you did.
Yeah, she's just here chilling.
Yeah, mine's probably sleeping on the couch.
One or two.
I don't know where Garf
Well,
went,
dog.
but he was rolling around on his back, being super cute next to me.
I think
Aw.
trees are got
the
tired of
one
waiting.
hag-
There he is. Hello. You heard his name. Hello. The
The
hag.
one hag what now?
Hag that's not damaged.
Did the tentacle attack
They're
hurt?
both damaged.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, the tentacle. This one's barely hurt. That was the one that took 6.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom. Okay. Nat 1.
Hey, first time any of my spells have succeeded. All campaign, by the way. Literally the first time something's failed one of my saves. Just for the record. She begins laughing hideously and uncontrollably for a minute. Tasha's hideous laughter.
Wait,
And the
so
other
is
one's.
she
And the
prone
other one.
and restrained.
She's restrained twice over. She was restrained by the tentacles, and she's also restrained by laughter. And the other one's.
Is it incapacitated state?
And the other one's
Yeah, I
like.
think so.
I guess.
And the other one's just like. Toadwort, it's not that funny.
Love it.
And for the material or the verbal components of the spell, Josul goes, well, thank God that wind is gone. I thought it was the beans
Prone
I
and
ate yesterday.
incapacitated.
Lord.
And after he mutters to himself after that while he's casting the spell as the verbal component.
Nice.
And then that's why she starts laughing uncontrollably.
Nice. And that's Josul's turn?
Yeah, I pretty much can't do anything else, so. Well,
Nice.
I'll move closer. I'll squiggle one squiggle closer.
Okay, so you're like. They were 50 feet away, so they're 35 feet away.
Yeah.
Abby.
Oh, hi. They're how many feet away?
One's 45 and the other one's 55. I was thinking you might be in the back a little bit.
Yeah.
After the water thing,
How
you
are
probably
they
stayed in the back.
looking like damage wise?
The one who got stabbed looks like she's about to be a fish kebab.
Kebab.
The other one she looks great. I mean, she's having a good time. You're not sure why, but
That's gross.
she's probably sadistic.
I don't like that.
Please say she looks healthy, not great.
Shit.
Well, she doesn't look healthy either. They're hags.
Touche.
I am going to.
Breaking wind.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to. What are spells?
She doesn't know what spells are.
I'm going to Sacred Flame, the hag that is grappled and looking really fucked up. It's 60 feet and she needs a dex save.
She is not restrained.
She's no longer grappled.
Yeah, she
Oh,
used her
she's not.
turn to
Okay.
get out of it.
Okay.
18. Oh wait, no, dex save. Sorry, 16.
Nah, I think that passes. Yeah. And then I'm going to use my movement to get closer, and then I'm going to use bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon.
She dabs out of the way of the flames.
I cast it at 3rd level. And whack one of them with it. I'm going to go after the injured one. Yeah, so when I cast it each round on a bonus action.
You ran up. You have 25 feet movement, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're 25 feet away.
Yeah, the spell has a 60-foot range, so.
Oh, Matt, it's spiritual weapon? Or is this...
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said magic weapon. Because that's the one where you make your weapon
sorry.
+1.
Yeah, no, spiritual weapon.
Okay, I was confused.
So
It's a
whack.
frying pan, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Kong! Maybe. We'll see.
Hey, that's 22.
Yep.
For 2d8 plus 3 damage. 13 damage.
Smacks her. Her head does a complete 180. You hear the neck break.
Ugh.
And she falls over dead. The other one stops laughing for a moment, sees the other one down, and just starts bursting laughing again. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I'm out of everything.
Okay, Sekald, you are up.
I am about to Yamcha this bitch. Upcast lightning bolt. I need
Ooh.
deck save.
Okay, and you're shaping it around the octopus, right? That's grappling her.
I really want some calamari. Yeah, I'll shape it around it.
You know that if the octopus dies, it just goes back to the Feywild, because it's technically a Fey summoned.
I know, I was being facetious.
Facetious.
Inspiration point if you don't have one. Dex save. At disadvantage because they're restrained. Definitely fail.
Ah,
6.
another punspiration point.
Yep.
Only kind I ever get.
Failed.
Yep. 6 total.
34 lightning damage.
Oh, sweet Christmas.
Nice.
As I said, I Yamcha the bitch. I hope.
You're in the water, right?
They're standing in it, yeah.
Luckily,
yeah.
luckily the octopus is out of the water grappling her. And I'll say because it's magic lightning, it doesn't hit them somehow.
Right. We'll go with that.
Well, it's because
It just earths itself
He
entirely in
shaped
the
it around
hag.
the octopus.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, it just has to earth in the hag. There's no reason for it to travel through the octopus because the hag is in the path of least resistance.
That's
She's
true.
like,
Yeah.
and she's like cartoony, like black silhouette
Uh-oh.
after the lightning, and she goes. She's still laughing uncontrollably,
Oh, but like wheezy.
but
I love
wheezy,
it.
and she looks
Yeah.
very fucked up.
Okay.
She looked that way before.
I mean, even more so then.
Oh, got it.
You know,
Okay.
almost like being fucked up and then hit with a giant
Hitting
lightning.
it with a really big bolt of lightning.
Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening.
Sorry, you said lightning, and I just thought of the new NSP song, and now it's stuck in my head.
Ooh, I need to listen to that.
Thunder and lightning.
Yes.
I haven't heard
Oh,
that.
'cause
I haven't
also
heard the
got-
whole
they've
album
also
yet.
got,
but-
good night or bedtime.
Bedtime is my favorite so far. Last but not least, Axel for that one. On your initiative.
Okay.
She is
so
50 feet
during-
away, restrained, laughing herself to death.
Loving this. So he's going to advance 30 feet towards her.
Mhm.
Corey Anders is going to hop off of his shoulder and like swim over to the witch, the hag,
Mhm.
and he is going to use his aid action, just in case I needed more help. And then he is going to take his flying maul and try and bunger one with it.
All right, you have advantage because she is restrained in
Make sure
2
to screen
ways.
4.
That is correct. Oh boy, yeah. So that advantage really helped me. 24 to hit.
Yep.
And since we're throwing, we're just doing. Okay. So 8 plus 5, 13 for the first. Bonus action to recall, and then
Before
extra
you
attack to swing it again.
before you even get to throw it the second time, the first one definitely killed her,
Okay.
caved in her face.
Oh, great! Smoosh. So yeah, he'll recall, and then
And
like
then
just kind of like a blind throw.
you look over,
just trying to hit that.
and yeah, you see that there's clearly like some distortion of wind around Bryn.
Yeah, he'll aim for that.
All right, that one you have disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I will try my best. Huh. Okay. Does a 14 hit?
Does a 14 hit? Yes.
Great. Okay. So 15.
Okay. So, Bryn, this pink knight fellow throws his hammer. I think this is the first time you've actually seen this. And it hits the hag, comes flying back, and then he throws it, and it looks like it's going for you. And like right before it hits you, it seems to hit something between you and it. And it kind of like deflects off and then comes flying back. to
Okay.
Axel.
Get your target.
And
Okay.
I was hoping like it would like be like at least stuck in it enough to be able to like be used as a targeting point.
You know
where
the
it is.
rough vicinity of where it's at.
Within,
So-
within 5 feet.
Mechanically speaking, if you go like grid tiles, you know which tile it's in, but it's invisible. So
I'm sure that's good enough for Sekald.
it is Katie's turn.
Oh, too bad somebody doesn't have fairy fire.
So
Yeah.
I have an idea for that.
yeah, I yell to the octopi. I say, "Mr. 8, Dr. Octa, get it. Are they within 15 feet of this invisible thing?"
Since it moved up to Bryn, who moved up to the hags, yes.
All right, because they have 15-foot reach. So Mr. 8 will go after it first with disadvantage. Total of 11 to hit.
Swings blindly, doesn't seem to really hit anything.
All right, Dr. Octa will attempt.
Looks over into if its tentacle shrug.
Dr. Octa gets a 23 with disadvantage.
He grabs
Wow.
something and he like tries to hold on to it, and his tentacles just go straight through something. It's immune to grapple.
Does- What's that?
It-
Oh, immune, but it does take damage though, right?
Yes.
All right, so that's gonna be 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Hmm.
Okay. It seemed resistant to it.
Okay.
As in, like, it's kind of hard to attack air.
How far is Katie from this thing?
You moved up, didn't you?
I didn't. I stayed where I was.
Oh, it's 45 feet away.
Well, I can move 45 feet in one action, so I will run. And I am going to attempt to kick this thing in the face.
All right, roll disadvantage.
Actually, I'm going to use my +1 short sword to slash at this thing twice. First attack. A natural 1, Scott. A natural 1.
Oh no!
All right.
Wait.
Yep.
Wait.
Waiting.
I'm gonna use this new thing. I just picked up for my last feat. I picked up Bountiful Luck. When an ally within 30 feet rolls a nat 1 on an attack ability check or saving throw, I can use my reaction to let them re-roll.
Yay! What a
Ooh,
fun
I'm gonna
feature.
do that.
Katie's 25 feet away. Perfect.
So I get a total of 10.
Remember, you still go with the lowest. Just ignore that nat 1.
No,
Yes.
you use the new one.
Yeah. So
Oh.
it's a 15 to hit with the lower with the new one.
But it's not on nat
Ooh-wee.
1.
So does 15 hit?
Yes.
All right. So 7 piercing with the first attack.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome.
Lucky is only useful when other people use it.
Yeah, not when you use it.
I like the
You
idea
think-
that as I'm
You
running
think
by,
you miss when you swing, and you go to pull it back real quick to get back to you, and on the pull back, you definitely hit something solid and cut through it as you pull back.
All right. Second attack with my sword is actually a 22 to hit with advantage.
With disadvantage to 22?
Uh,
Okay, yeah, that hits.
So that's
Holy
10
shit.
points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Um,
You don't know what you're attacking, but this sword is definitely connecting with it fully.
It is.
Unlike your octopi,
octopi.
when your sword strikes wherever this is, it seems much more tangible for you. For them, their arms seem to go through it and stuff. Almost
I'm
like your
gonna
sword's
spend-
magical.
Point to flurry and do 2 unarmed strikes, and I have my strikes count as magical because
Yep.
So 2 unarmed.
Remember disadvantage.
Yep. Oh, I got it. 2 dice right here, buddy. 2 dice. Here we go. Boom. 12 on the first unarmed strike.
Nope.
Okay, so whoosh. And second unarmed strike. Oh, well. Ooh. Didn't go off the table. Hang on. Monitor. All right. Well, the good one was a natural 20, but the other one's still a 24 with my, or no, a 23.
Okay. It hits, but it's not a crit, unfortunately.
That's all right. 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
I think that's everything I got.
All right. Up next will be Bryn. It's right next to you.
Okay. Yes. 2 questions.
Yep.
One is chronologically, could I make my bonus action first and then do my action, and would the bonus action count as being before my action, or will it always be after the action?
take actions whenever you want to take actions.
Yeah. What were you thinking for the bonus action?
Okay, so what I was gonna do was I was gonna stab it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was gonna use my panache ability as my action because it's like they're right after me, right? So they would not be able to. They would have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Panache takes an action to do?
Yes, as an action.
You can attack as a bonus action?
I can use my extra attack as a bonus action.
No, extra attack
Yeah.
means on your attack
Offhand, you
action,
mean?
it's 2 attacks.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
D&D rules. So, okay.
But the
fine.
crazy thing you can do with extra attack is if you grapple somebody, that counts as your first attack and extra attack. And you can punch all in the same action. It's weird. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right. Well, fine. Okay. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my panache. So you have to make an insight roll.
Ooh.
Contested
Okay.
against my persuasion roll.
All right, let's go.
I don't know about this.
I got 12.
Oh wow. Yeah. So I. Yeah, I got a 31.
Whoa! Okay.
How? Oh,
I have plus 12 because of my expertise in
Expertise.
persuasion.
Expertise.
Can you just-
Oh,
And I
yeah.
rolled a 19. so
It almost looks
hostile
like-
creature has disadvantage on attack rolls.
It almost looks like an illusion as Bryn seems to move super fast. So it almost looks like the upper half of her, there's like 2 of her, like in the Matrix. When the agents
move like they
dodge.
do.
Yeah.
You
That's how I'll
can't
describe a
make
30
it.
on that. Holy crap.
If disadvantage on attack rolls against targets and can't make opportunity attacks on targets other than you for 1 minute, or until one of your allies engages it or it gets more than 60 feet from you.
Wow.
But okay, so it can't. It's got disadvantage on all of its attacks for its next turn until someone attacks him.
Nice,
Wow.
nice. I think on that point, both Kade and Bryn are going to get attacked by this thing, and it has disadvantage of both attacks. So,
Oh, you can't make opportunity. Okay.
no, it has
Yes.
2 attacks.
Okay.
Um,
Yes, it's hits. Okay.
Does a 15 hit Bryn?
Yes, just.
Okay, and then for Kade, 17.
That'll hit me.
Oh wow. Okay, so both of you take 10 bludgeoning damage
Okay.
as an unseen force punches both of you in frustration.
And I have to make a Constitution check for concentration on my spell. So, well, shit. The octopi go bye-bye.
Oh.
no.
And you both feel the wind move upwards and away, and both of you can use. Wait, has Bryn used their reaction yet?
I don't think you used it this turn.
This turn, no.
Did
No,
you
I
use it
haven't.
then?
Both of you could attempt opportunity attacks if you want, as you
Oh, yes,
feel it like
definitely.
the wind move upwards away from
All
you
right,
both.
with disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to swing with my short sword. That's a 16 to hit.
Okay.
And hey, just for shits and grins, can I spend a key point and make it roll to try not to be stunned?
Does the key limit it to your action or something? I think it's literally just if you attack, you use the key.
Yeah, just when you hit.
So I'm gonna say before you even look it up, yeah, you can.
When you hit another creature with a melee weapon attack,
Yep.
you can spend 1 key to attempt.
Then yeah,
So,
you can
it-
stun as a reaction.
It needs to make a fortitude.
Fortitude save, right? Oh no! Everyone has skill points now. In 3rd edition. I joke. I
fortitude.
yeah, I do the same thing all the time.
Pathfinder 2 nights in a row leading up to this, so
I do the same thing all the time. I say reflex
Just
save.
flat-footed, I see.
Unfortunately, got a nat 19. I don't even add anything.
We'll save.
Mhm.
I need to roll damage though.
Hmm. Does Bryn attempt an opportunity attack?
Yes, and I can use my What's it
Sneak
called?
attack.
Sneak attack. Yes, I can use that because I didn't use it.
Yeah.
You can use it, so you can only use it once on your turn. If you use it as a reaction, you get to use it again, which is why having a
Sentinel.
fighter that gives you advantage, gives their allies advantage, or gives your allies free attacks is super useful.
Yes, if you
Yes,
hit,
you can use it.
if you hit, you can use sneak attack damage because you haven't used it yet this
Okay.
turn.
I'm gonna do with my shark tooth sword, and so it would be an 18 to hit.
18 hits, and Distinct does
Okay.
not have armor.
I did 12 points
Oh,
of damage,
fuck.
Scotty.
How much?
12.
Okay.
I'm
With a magic
rolling-
sword.
I'm rolling on D&D Beyond because there's just too much dice. So, okay.
Girl's kicking
And
ass.
one more.
Invisible ass. But that's
It's more like a chainsaw. Eh?
yeah.
So only 19 damage.
Only 19.
Yeah, only 19.
Only.
Look, I'm
Oh,
used to
I was about
my
to say,
fighter earlier.
I thought her fighter earlier did over 60 in one turn, and we were like freaking out.
That's fighters. Like,
It only had 11 hit points too, so I overkilled it.
All right.
No kill like overkill, though.
Okay. So that was its turn as we go to Josul.
Is there still a hag alive?
Nope. Both are dead. Very much so.
Okay.
but the cloud is still alive,
Yeah, I still have no
There's-
idea where it is.
There's no cloud. But
or the wind thing.
dust seems to move upwards, almost like something took off into the sky.
I don't have a cone attack, so I'm not going to blindly guess what part of the sky it's in.
Could I convince you to hold your action? Because
Sure.
I may be able to get you a target.
Oh, I forgot to roll something else.
All right.
Ooh, okay.
Josul notices that perhaps
You can roll me a
Sekal's
perception
got
check
something
if you
up
want.
his sleeves.
A perception check would be your action, though.
Oh, yeah, that would. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
You hold your action?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my action, seeing that maybe Sekald has a plan.
I assume your action is you got the spear and you're ready to attack for whenever the plan goes off.
Yes.
Okay. I also assume you use your move to slither up a little further.
You assume correctly on both accounts.
Okay. Abby, you are next. Josul just passed you.
Do I have any idea where this wind thing is?
You could hold your action too.
You could attempt a perception check to find it.
I'm just saying. I
Yeah.
have a wonderful idea. I'm hoping works. It's just
Talking is a
give
free
you a
action.
target.
Yeah, why not?
Skull, do you
I'm
tell her
going-
to hold off for a sec? Talking is no
Yeah,
action.
Yeah, no, he probably just asked Josul to do the same. So I'm gonna hold guiding bolt until I have an idea of where this thing is.
Okay, keep in mind if you do not get it off, that
I know.
spell still. Okay.
Yep.
I don't want to dig you over.
Yeah. But just first level guiding bolt.
Fair enough. After,
And then since I'm gonna use I have my spiritual weapon to just blindly flail around and see if it bulks something, but I sincerely doubt it.
where do you move it?
Move it like, so I know it went up, right?
Mm-hmm. It was about 10 feet
I
away
just-
when it was at ground level before from your weapon. Because it was like on the other side of a hag and it smacked the hag.
I don't have written down
Like
how
playing
many
Battleship.
feet up it can go.
Yeah, this is Battleship. Holy shit.
Actually, yeah, a little.
It's 3D
Um,
Battleship, even worse. It's like
Uh,
3D chess.
Honestly, thought that
Spiritual
made it better.
weapon.
No, 3D Battleship is
I'm
so
going
hard.
to move it a straight 20 feet up and flail a bit.
Okay, roll to hit a disadvantage. As you guys see the frying pan do the Fantasia, just fly up there and
I got a 21.
Wow.
it hits nothing.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, it's not there.
And then it is Sekald's turn. So Sekald, what's up? What's up,
I
Doc?
hope this works the way I'm imagining it that it will. Sphere of water pressure.
Where do you put it?
It's a 20-foot sphere,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm putting it right above. Oh wait, no. Where was Abby's swing? Was it 20 feet from the ground?
She went
or
20 feet above the ground. Above where Bryn
Well, like-
and Katie were.
Probably closer to 25 feet up because it can go 20 feet from where it was, and it had it like head level to thwack the hag.
Okay, so if I move it to the same area, it would get 10 feet radius in
Around
all
it,
directions
yeah.
to try and hit it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I do.
All right. You cast it. Sphere of
If
water
anything,
appears. And then it splashes and disappears, and the water just
Nothing.
is gone. Doesn't even hit the ground.
I was so hoping that was going to work.
Both Abby
wanna
and
think, is that
Josul, you readied your actions waiting for Sekald to go. So
Well, I was sorry, I didn't say. I was holding to see if I get any indication of where the thing is.
Yeah, same.
So
I was
neither of
basically
you
waiting to
attempt
see
anything?
if
Okay.
I could see it. So
hold
I
it.
can't see it. So
1 second. One
Okay.
second. I'm going to use my action
Yeah,
to
it's Axel's
activate
turn
my
after
familiar's
Sekald.
blind sight. So my familiar's blind sight, 30 feet radius.
Okay.
So do I see with the blind sight that creature? Because it does work against invisibility.
His little feet don't sense anything on the ground or anything with the blind sense.
It's not tremor sense. It's
No.
not tremor
No,
sense.
it's not.
blind sense.
Yeah. I'm just saying he doesn't feel anything from it.
Would it be possible?
Not
to
just the
burn
ground,
my-
but also the air. He doesn't feel anything, any presence.
Would it be possible to burn my inspiration point to get an idea of where it may have gone? Insight to where it may have moved to try and retcon that. I hate wasting
can't
this
retcon.
spell in two people's actions.
No,
because
you
I
can't.
didn't-
I mean, it's done.
Sorry, it's already on Axel's turn, but I would
It's
let
probably
you
gone.
I would let you use your inspiration point to, as a reaction, roll perception if you want.
I mean, it wouldn't do any good if I've already wasted the spell. So even
Well,
if
no,
It
I
could
can
for
see
people.
I wouldn't-
It could for people after.
Yeah, like you
Axel.
can. Talking is free action. You can say, "Oh, it's 10 feet to the left of where I cast my spell," or
But haven't I? Okay, let me ask you this: do you only get one free action? Because I already told both of you.
free
to hold
action. Talking is talking.
There's
You
yeah.
can talk whenever you want.
There's no
As long as
technically
you're
no
not
such
gonna
thing as
have,
free
like-
action in fifth.
I
Yeah.
will suggest everybody form up on Corey.
Yeah, as long as you're not like giving a 10-minute speech, you can say whatever you would normally be able to say.
Okay, then yeah, if I could burn that inspiration point to know where it is and point it out for the others.
Roll perception check.
All right. I hate that.
And I'll
wasted
use
that
my
spell.
movement to go move up to where it was, to where where Corey landed next to the hag.
Okay.
So I'll have my a full 30-foot radius
Mhm.
on all sides of visibility.
And I assume you take like a dodge action or something. And you're like waiting for
Why?
You.
No, the action is to turn on the blind sight link with
Oh,
the crap.
okay.
So
Sorry.
I was trying to use my action to help out everybody else as a spotter.
Well, you
because
know
within
it's
that
not
radius-
within 30 feet of that. So
Right. So, but that's puzzling because unless it used its action to dash too, then it shouldn't have been
might
able
have.
to move
It's
further.
also probably fast as fuck.
it also might be able to fly.
Well, that's a possibility.
It 100% can fly. It's wind.
But that 30-foot radius does go up too. So.
It's 30 feet up.
Yeah.
At its apex.
So it's not within 30 feet of any of us. So at least it means it can't hit us, I guess.
Wait,
But-
hang on. If my sphere of water pressure extended to 35 feet up into the air,
That means it's
That's
not
still-
there either.
Yeah.
30-20 for the.
I'm telling you, I think this thing is as fast in the air as I am in the water.
Oof.
Yeah.
You look around and you try to listen in, and you have no idea where this thing's at.
Well, I apologize to everybody for fucking that up.
I
No
think
worries.
it's gone,
It was a good
kiddos.
shot.
No one fucked it up. This thing's really good at what it does.
We have been outmatched by the wind. It happens.
Whatever creature that was. I guess it won't really matter if the hags are dead. Maybe it was only here because of them.
Yeah, maybe the hag summoned it. Like Kade can summon octopuses.
Well,
Speaking of
it's really
Kade,
close.
it
I
is
just lost the
Kade's
spell slot.
turn.
Hmm.
You notice Axel kind of take a defensive position around his hermit crab familiar,
Yeah.
who feels very
Oh,
much
and
at
I'll
home.
bonus action recall.
Who feels very much at home at his hermitage, being a hermit crab.
I will move over to stand like on the opposite side of his small friend.
So back to back. Gotcha.
Yeah, kind of back to back with the little guy,
Mm-hmm.
keeping an eye out. I guess I'm ready with my short sword to slash anything that comes close.
Okay.
I'll call out anytime like a spot, like if he senses that movement, like within his perimeter, he'll holler at it.
And Katie, you're essentially mechanically you're readying an attack.
I am ready an attack.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna count this as like a teamwork thing, where like if Axel senses it or whatever, you're ready to attack would be able to go off, and you could try to swing at it.
Yeah.
This is where that great old one warlock would come into play really well, because they have the gaze
Yeah.
of two minds and whatnot.
Telepathy.
Yeah. So that's Katie's turn, right?
I could bring Hey You.
Bryn, it's your turn.
You have no idea where it is at all.
You just know it went up.
So
It went up pretty far, because the sphere was up there pretty far, and it didn't catch it.
don't think I really have anything. So I think I'm going to hold my action until there's a sign of it.
Okay. After you... Okay. Trying to remember where everybody's at.
Josul. Oh, or like where we're all located? I think we
Yeah.
all grouped up next to each other.
Sekald is still back at the entryway. I don't think he's moved, technically. It is Josul's turn? No, it's not.
Yeah, Josul's turn.
Nope.
Oh.
It's this thing's turn.
Oh.
That's why I was trying to remember where everyone's at.
That makes sense.
Sudden gust hits Sekald's robes. And he starts getting slashed. 16, does that hit? Our Sahuagin wizard?
Sage, we can't hear you.
He might be away for a
Did
second.
he step away?
Sage
Yeah.
has left the building.
Oops.
I've never gotten to run one of these before. It's interesting.
Oh shit! I thought I muted.
There you
Oh,
are.
hey,
Oh, there
you're
you are.
back.
Hi.
Okay. Are you still back? Or did you go?
Yeah, no, I'm back. I just thought I muted. I'm hoping to God you didn't hear anything that just happened.
No.
No.
There was literally silence. Like
There
the
was
thing's
silence, we were
attacking
like,
you.
Did he leave?
The thing's
I think he left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing
Does a 16
the thing
hit?
attacked you. Does a 16 hit you?
No.
It does not.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure 24 does, though.
Oof.
Wait. Damn. Yeah, even with shield, that would hit.
Okay. You all notice as you're making a protective bubble around your hermit crab, the wind just go over and attack the one person who's not in your anti-sea bear circle, and slashes and slams Sekald for 10 bludgeoning.
However, I was holding a ranged spell.
Yes, you were. So you can roll a disadvantage.
But the balls. I don't know how lucky works if I use it when I'm rolling a disadvantage.
You could still use it when you roll a 1.
If you roll a 1, you get to re-roll a 1.
Mhm.
Well, no, I would be using my like feet lucky.
That's
When I roll again,
Okay.
do I roll a disadvantage on the second one?
you
When
just
you
re-roll
when
a
you
1.
roll again, that you always go with the lowest roll disadvantage, right? So you get rid of that
Yeah.
whatever was the higher roll, and then when you use lucky, you roll the low roll.
Okay, so I got a 2 and a 7, and if I use my lucky feet,
Hmm
I re-roll the 2.
Yes, and you totally ignore the 7. The 7 doesn't even count anymore.
Oh, okay. So I just go with the new roll.
Mm-hmm.
So 17.
Yeah, that hits.
Bitch is glowing too, so we all know where it is.
Hold on one
I'm
second.
so happy for
Does
you,
it
Cat.
14 radiant damage.
Does
Oh
it hit me at all?
no,
It's
No.
target
because she's
specific.
technically targeting
one.
not you, and it's only a one target.
Guiding bolt. Yeah, golden bolt.
Golden the
Yeah,
bolt.
guiding bolt hits.
It's like an anime move. Sorry, it makes a glow, right?
Yes. Okay. So
You notice surrounding Sekald looks like a giant fish-like wind creature, and it's got giant arms and claws glowing on its silhouette. It's got like a big
the
angler
next attack roll.
head.
Next attack roll made against it has advantage.
Yeah, so it just cancels out the invisibility.
Yeah, and we can all see where the sucker is.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And
somebody hits
you
it.
all see its eel-like body. Its tail seems to fade into nothingness, into the wind itself, and it's got these long, wispy-like claws, like death claws, and it like its whole body and its head just kind of like turns over and looks over at you angrily as it recoiled as it got hit by the bolt. Awesome. So that was its turn. And now it's Josul's turn. And
Hey,
the bad news
remember
is
how I was gonna throw my
everybody's
spear at it?
everybody's like over here at the pool, and Sekald's way over there. He's like,
Well, you have
40
a
feet
ranged
away.
weapon, right? Do you have like a crossbow?
Actually, I was still 35 feet from the pool.
oh, then you're 20. Then you're
Oh.
25 feet away.
Heck yeah! And
Hey,
if
take
you
a
hit,
slither
you
on
get
that.
sneak
25?
attack.
15. Maybe?
And it's an
No, 25.
advantage
Yeah, it is
now, right?
25.
Yeah.
No, it cancels out the invisibility, so it's just a normal roll.
Oh, damn it.
Oh,
But
so
he's
it
got an
doesn't get
ally within
advantage.
5 feet.
That's true.
Yeah, that doesn't give advantage, but it does
Okay,
allow him to
no,
sneak
so
attack
you
damage
don't
if he
allow
have
for
hits.
sneak attack.
advantage, but
Mhm.
if you hit, you get sneak attack.
Providing I hit it,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Okay, let's see if I can hit.
And it's only on the next attack, which is this attack, so... Josul.
No pressure.
So,
We need a
I'm
bard.
gonna go ahead and pull out that critical failure table
Oh my God,
and
no!
tell me
No!
what 9
Look, and I can't
does.
and I can't even use my bountiful luck feat because it just used my reaction.
It's okay. I do this every time.
Yeah, but if I used that, you could have re-rolled and you might have hit.
This entire fight blows.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh.
Also, I'm so sorry. Okay, what'd you roll?
Negative inspiration.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
But
At
we
this
still
point,
have
I'm
an
kind of
idea
used
where
to
it
it.
is.
Do you have an inspiration point saved up?
Yeah, do you?
Do I?
Yeah,
Yeah. I
use
do.
it.
Do
It
it.
gives you advantage in the roll. By
Yeah,
default.
you can push that neutral to a full advantage.
Okay, I'll roll another one, and that'll be my advantage.
If you get another nat 1, I'm gonna eat my own dice.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, now that I've got it to land on a solid surface, I certainly hope that a 27 hits it.
Yes! Yes, it does.
Much better.
You can roll your sneak attack damage, too.
Fuck yeah.
Yay! This is the first time I've hit something with my marrow spear in 12 sessions.
That's a wind.
That's not
And
true.
then-
You
and-
hit the wall last time.
And then
Oh, I
Josul...
did hit the wall last time.
Josul... Well, I was rolling that, but Josul takes off his hat as it got in the way of the eyesight. And he put down his shield for it would take him off balance. And he throws the spear to see if the stalker can bleed. Sorry, 300 reference.
Good movie. Good movie.
Hmm.
I like the reference.
Yeah?
30 damage.
Holy fuck.
The harpoon, as it turns around and looks at you all angrily, goes straight through where its teeth would be, and it goes through the back of its head, and it like hangs in the air, and the creature's like...
Oh, and it's
And it
cool, we probably
disappears,
see it too, 'cause
and it's
that's
gone,
what we outlined.
and your harpoon goes clang, 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 clang on the ground. And the wind
Alex
is still.
Magic.
I give Josul a high five.
And that's where we'll end it
Josul
tonight.
returns the high five and then puts his turban back on.
Oh, great! We end the session on like a freeze frame hot group high five.
Yeah, not a cliffhanger.
Yeah!
Not a cliffhanger this time. Good job, everybody.
Just like water
Put it
rip
in.
from 60 feet away, high five from Sekald.
Now
Oh.
I'm disappointed as hell that the sphere caused 2 people.
Don't-
to
I
lose
mean-
their action, so.
But they didn't though, because she still got her guiding bolt off.
Yeah.
All
It
right.
actually it told us where it wasn't, which
Yeah.
was still useful.
That definitely helped. I 100% thought that thing went 60 feet up. Like, I
Yeah, I did too.
100% believe it had like a 60-foot.
But if it was
All right.
5
Post
feet,
post game.
nonsense.
Post game, it has a fly speed of 50, so it moved 50 feet up, which is why I know you could hit it.
Ooh-wee.
Told you. That thing's fast as fuck.
Yeah, I figured it was had heckin' zoom.
So, as we end it for tonight, we go to plugs, and I think we will start with Callie. Yeah, you.
Okay.
You Snuggabus.
Hello. yeah. Yeah, sure. Hello. I am a serious Dungeons and Dragons player. My name is Callie. You can find me at Cap Callie on Twitter. I do art. I have commissions open. It'd be great if you could commission me for art. I think I have fairly reasonable prices. Commission me. My next game will be Call of Cthulhu on Jeanette's channel, Uncanny Adventures. I'm gonna die. It's fine. I will. Yeah, she's nodding. She knows, we both know that Olive's gonna die. I know I say that like all the time, but I'm pretty sure she is. And that's it for me. Hello, Garfield.
No.
Okay, I think up next we'll do Blake. Okay, Josul.
Greetings and hello to all of you. Stay tuned because next week we head back into space where we find out more about the mysteries of the Silver Fleet. Last time the party left off, they just got to the space station to find out all sorts of horrible things happened. But thanks to a mysterious stranger, they were saved from a potential attack from a very large group of angry, well-armed mercenaries. Although it did reveal something. That group of mercenaries would not be the last group of mercenaries they would see. One can only hope that there isn't any different mercenaries watching next time.
What the hell?
Oh shit.
That's all I have.
Nice.
That was good. That was a good teaser. I'm on the edge of my seat. Axel, aka Jesse. What about you?
Get ready for action! Get ready for adventure! Get ready for a harrowing space chase with space sharks on the next episode of Quantum Rose. Our heroes finally managed to get done with the crazy ass, Die Hard scenario basically on the space station, and got a jump off from the fly-by-night Paladin company. They basically like overcharge your engines for you, or think of it like an Interstellar or AAA. And as they get underway to finally head to their next destination, their warp jumps takes them right in the path of a space shark. What the hell will they do now? Find out next time. And you can find that on my YouTube channel and also on Castbox.
What?
And I should really put those links up in my Twitter.
What? Yeah. What is your YouTube channel?
Oh my goodness gracious! I mean, the username that I've got is called Backchannel1, so it's not anything easy to remember. But I will
So
grab the link for you.
BACT channel 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll grab the link for it and put it in the Discord or in the Twitch chat.
Okay. Sounds good. Scold. You got any plugs?
I just made the realization that any game that I would plug is ran by everybody in this channel. All of my games are played by at least the total of 4 people from this channel alone. So you guys plug your own games. I'm out.
We are the RPG fam. So. But all right, fair enough. I guess then we will go to Kat, aka Abby.
Hi. So I think this is my last streamed game until Friday night, which is Vaccine Game, Retroverse. It's gonna be sad. There's a lot going on.
Oh, it's gonna be sad.
Yeah, shit went down. There has been a bit of a mix-up. The world has changed significantly as the most powerful henchman on the planet, Ranger Prime Yostorian, has now died. And in his passing,
Murders.
he has left a significant trove of information on all manner of baddies threatening the world, including the Circle of Night, which both Corruption and Vaccine Crew have been tracking. And involved in this death was a certain betrayal, which has really shaken Vaccine Crew. So I don't know what's gonna happen exactly next session. It's gonna be fun.
Well, we could say this echoes through history.
We're gonna cry a lot.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of crying. And then I posted a thing on DM's Guild. I wrote a supplement with Florian from Poison Potion Press. It's all about sub races of Aarakocra and Kenku. It's super cool. There are adventure hooks and monsters for every race. The art is absolutely stunning. And this super awesome person on Twitter is actually running a one-shot game using all of our birds from that. It's gonna be on Twitch, the Twitch channel. Oh boy, I'm not seeing where it is now.
Twitch channel, oh boy. I bet that's a Twitch channel.
Nailed it. It's wonderful. I want to say it's ME Feather at Twitch.
Do you think you can try to find it?
Yes. Oh, here it is.
Oh.
Merfeather. MER Feather on Twitch. It's tomorrow at 11. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be there because I'll be GMing Witcher. But I am definitely going to watch it afterwards. I'm super excited for it. And they're doing a giveaway of our stuff and of Florian's other adventures, which are super cool. One of which is Shore Dreams, which got mentioned earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's my stuff. Follow me on Twitter. I'm cool.
All right. And last but not least, we got Kade, aka Jeanette.
Oh, wait, me. Hi. Yes, you can find me on Twitter. The information is down below here. You can find me on my channel, Uncanny_Adventures here on Twitch. Tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, we should be playing some Skull and Shackles, D&D 5e adventure. Tuesday night, Callie will probably die in our Call of Cthulhu game at 7 p.m. Eastern time.
Forward.
Probably die. If Callie's character doesn't die, I don't know. The world is upside down, inside out, but it's Cthulhu, so that could happen. And every other Monday, we play another Cthulhu game at 7 p.m. Eastern time on my channel. And that's pretty much what I've got going on right now, I think.
All right.
Besides Cast Crew here on Saturdays at 3 p.m. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, and our game earlier today went pretty well.
Good.
So, I guess on that note, thank you all for watching. If you like the show and any other shows on here, you can check out the playlists down below for YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. Like, punch the subscribe button, hit the bell, or whatever the hell the YouTubers are supposed to say.
Punch that like button in the face.
Like a boss!
Like a sauce. And you can follow me on Twitter as well. I post a bunch of stuff. I announce when the games come out on there. But I also have a flow page on my profile that has all my social media stuff on it, and including all of my stuff that I have published on the DM's Guild. One of them being very good for the new Rime of the Frost Maiden adventure, Zebediah's fishing techniques and equipment, which has a lot of ice fishing stuff in there that you could use. That would maybe add a little bit
also
more.
a copper bestseller.
Oh, and it is copper bestseller, just like Birds of Paradise. And
Yeah.
if you want a new and exciting way of fishing knucklehead trout for that adventure. So, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all in 2 weeks. Bye.
Bye.